Alright, so here's the truth. You're not lazy. Your brain has just been trained by algorithms, by dopamine, in a world that rewards comfort. But here's the truth. You can rewire your brain to crave hard work, to actually get addicted to discipline. This isn't motivation. This is actually science. And once you understand how it works, you'll never wait for motivation again. Let's break it down. Your brain runs on a chemical called dopamine. That's actually the reward molecule. You get it from things like food, social media, porn, all the easy stuff. But here's the problem. Every time you chase cheap dopamine, you train your brain to think that reward should be easy, not hard. So now, work actually feels painful. Reading feels boring. The gym feels like hell. Learning feels extremely hard. Sticking to your habits, impossible. But in reality, you didn't choose to feel like this. You've just been conditioned. But here's the shift. Dopamine isn't bad. It's just a tool. So we're gonna use it against the system that trained you. You rewire your brain when you start linking dopamine to process, not the results. So I have 4 steps that are gonna change your life. And if you follow them, I promise doing hard things aren't gonna be that hard. They're gonna feel effortless. So step 1, do hard things daily, on purpose. And you're not doing it for results, but you're doing it to identify as someone that actually accomplishes things. Every time you put your body in discomfort, you're rewiring your brain. It can be something so simple, doing 1 push-up every day, reading a page you don't want to read. Just the fact that you're doing something you didn't want to do and you do it anyway starts to rewire your brain. You're going to start chasing harder things every single day. And you're going to be someone that keeps his promises and does it anyway. Step number 2, you're going to immediately reward that effort. You're going to cross your to-do list once you complete that task. That's going to give you dopamine, and it's going to start associating doing a hard thing with checking something off your list. And you're going to start feeling good about it. That's how you start training. Pain means winning. Because when you do something hard, you get to accomplish and check something out of your to-do list. Step number 3, delay cheap dopamine. This is a hard one. We live in a world that everything around us is cheap dopamine. With our phones, we can pretty much get any type of dopamine in seconds. But once you start to intentionally notice all these distractions around you, you can start cutting them out. You can start limiting the time you spend on social media. You can start eating less sugar. You can stop watching too much TV, too much Netflix. All those things, once you notice them, you can start cutting back. And as you start cutting back, you start creating withdrawal. And that's when the rewiring in your brain starts happening. Step number 4, make it visible. Not necessarily to the world, but to yourself. Every time you accomplish something, make sure you can always see back to it as a constant reminder that you actually achieved something hard. By making it visible to yourself, your subconscious starts seeing proof that you can actually win. And as you keep doing that, everything's gonna change. When you associate dopamine with effort, you start building resilience. You start becoming someone who craves a challenge. Why? Because the brain learns. Every time I struggle, I get rewarded. That's the secret. That's how athletes do the impossible. You can literally rewire your brain to seek pain because it leads to power. And that creates the most dangerous version of you. So do these 4 steps and everything's gonna change for you. So this is all possible because of neuroplasticity. Your brain literally rewires itself based on what you repeatedly do and the emotions that you associate with those actions. So when you start associating hard work with pride, identity, and momentum, your brain starts craving that. Something feels off when you're not suffering, when you're not doing hard things, and you feel alive when you're pushing through a hard situation. We were raised to think effort is punishment, but it's actually the path to freedom. That's why I created this channel, Overcome Demons. It's for those that want transformation, the ones that have to rewire their brain, for the one that needs to rewire their identity to become the person that embraces discomfort. So if you want to rewire your brain, just start by showing up today. Just push through one moment of resistance and do it again the next day. And I promise, soon you won't need motivation. You're gonna become addicted to becoming powerful. I know you can do hard things. Start now and everything's gonna change. Make sure to like the video and subscribe so we can grow together.